portion of the Chad Benson Show is brought to you by NCA, National Certified Alarms and Long-Term Contracts, license number 645. A lot of you chiming in on all kinds of stuff. Isn't it weird? Like we're arguing over halftime shows. What'd you think of, the Bad Bunny? Thought it was good. He's an ally of the LGBTQ. Let me tell you something about the Latin community. Machismo, right? Being gay in the Latin community is not a simple thing. You have a lot of people who marry, right? They have kids, and they're gay. A lot of that. You have a lot of the machismo is very real. It's interesting, but the whole arguing over him and what did he do, what did he say, and we're bringing rock stars up from modern society. Well, their words can be bad. Yeah, they can be, right? Go look at Kid Rock's words. Go look at it. All of them have some issues. It's the reality of it. It is. So
the music I listen to doesn't have at least a 1 to 10 ratio of bad words to good. I'm out.
Yeah. Well, I listen to yacht rock, so that's all I know. They don't have a lot of that in yacht rock.
Yeah, I don't remember Stevie
Nicks?
Stevie Nicks ever throwing some F-bombs into her songs.
No, they didn't. But, I'm a huge punker, right? I love punk. I love punk rock. Sex Pistols, right? They had a lot of stuff in there like, The Damned, The Cramps, right? The Ramones. You can do an entire Ramone. We could do an entire Ramone concert in 23 minutes. They could have played their entire catalog yesterday at halftime. Do you remember that?
Wait a minute, isn't Joey dead?
Yeah, I think there's only one left.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember when, who's the crazy guy with the bad wigs? The Wall of Sound. What's his name?
Phil Spector.
Phil Spector held him hostage because he did one of their albums, and he made him play their concert in there. My buddy was on the air, and he goes, they played their entire album set, 12 minutes. Yeah, that's how crazy Phil was.
Speed up the tempo. We need to get out of here.
Yeah. So, it is what it is.
Was this before he murdered that chick?
Yeah, this is before. Wow. There was a lot of crazy. That guy was nuts. That guy was so crazy. His wigs, all those wigs were spectacular. So spectacular. So yesterday, Super Bowl, we got a winner. I told you what was going to happen. I told you Seattle's defense too good.
Seattle reigns above them all in the NFL. The Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for the second time.
He deserved that, Pat. What an incredible job he's done.
What a shot. Take it all in.
It was ugly. Do you think those guys care? No, they don't. They're loving every second of it. They're partying today, right? Enjoying themselves. You got a couple of the guys going to Disneyland. And they go to Disneyland, if I'm correct, I think they go there straight, like they're gone. So Kenneth Walker III, MVP, and the quarterback, boom, gone. Let's do it. We're going to Disneyland, going to do their thing, celebrate it. Woo. But
Kenneth Walker is from Tennessee, by the way.
Is he?
Yes, he is from Arlington, Tennessee, which is near Memphis.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did you hear
Shelby County?
Did you hear Jay in today because Ken partied too hard yesterday?
Correct.
Did you hear that his dad goes to all the games, but he won't go into
He won't go into the, he's got some phobia of crowds, which, hey, I can get.
But he went yesterday. It's the first time he'd ever seen him play in the NFL.
Yeah, that's pretty special.
That is. Well, if you're going to do it, make it that game. And he was dominant in that game.
Yeah, he's certainly a good luck charm in a number of ways, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ran the ball, even caught it a couple times, because that's one of the things he talked about. He's great at running. Not good at catching.
Yeah, his reception prowess leaves a lot to be desired. But I found it interesting how the guy would just kind of stop and wait on the, on the holes to open up, and then he would, kick it into another gear.
That I always find fascinating when it's always 3 yards in a cloud of dust, where they hand the ball, the guy runs as fast as he can, into a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, into the backs of his own offensive line.
Who was the Pittsburgh Steeler guy that started all that years ago, where they'd hand the ball to him and he'd take one step and he'd just kind of look around and then he'd take off? And that's what this guy does. He takes one step and he slowly walks and then he, boom, he was gone.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Defense was awesome. It was. They're a good team and they're young and they got very nice contracts, meaning they don't have to pay $70 million to like Deshaun Watson, which is just insane, or whatever next year that crazy Dak Prescott's going to get, where it's 20-some% of his contract. So good. That was a good game. It was. I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't think they had it in them to. They didn't have anything going for them as far as their line. That offensive line sucked. We could have got through their guys and probably had a chance at tackling old Drake May. Then, of course, the halftime show began and the controversy.
Hey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Hey, muchas novias. Hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias.
Oh, my God.
Hey, muchas novias. Hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Hey, me la voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP.
He had Jessica Alba there. She's nice.
Welcome to the Calentón.
He doesn't really sing. He just kind of...
It's reggaeton.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Well, he's considered a rapper.
Right, yeah.
Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Panamá, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, México, Cuba, República Dominicana, Jamaica, Haití, las Antillas, United States, Canadá, and my motherland, mi patria, Puerto Rico.
So, yeah, it's Latin trap or reggaeton. So it's kind of like that fast-talking kind of rap, not rap, and whatnot.
Well, again, I'm totally ignorant of this style of music. I'm the first to admit. But, I mean, what makes this guy stand out? It seems like, anybody that speaks the language that, would be able to do something similar. I mean, I'm kind of curious as to why he has just rocketed like he has.
He has got something that, so for years, my buddy's been just all the time, my buddy Pablito, dude, it's my favorite artist in the world. My favorite artist is Bad Bunny. I mean, loves Bad Bunny. He would sing some of the stuff. It's his connection to the Latin culture, where a lot of other people want to cross over and do English, and he can sing in English. His connection to the Latin culture is huge, and he sticks with that. He loves America, and I love how he does it. He does. He's frustrated with a lot of stuff. Okay, you know what? That's your right. Name an artist that isn't frustrated at some point in time. But he's got such a connection with the Latin artists, and he came from Puerto Rico, and he came to America, but he wasn't afraid to go to Europe. He wasn't afraid to go to South America in big ways, and he was really the first one to take reggaeton in a much bigger way. Because a couple of the other artists like Daddy Yankee and stuff that have had reggaeton hits, they've done it with other artists who are American, and he didn't, and that's why he's so big, and he's like ridiculous. He's the biggest streamer on the planet when it comes to music. We're talking about Spotify. What's he get? 92 million listens a day? I don't get that. And that's just Spotify.
Yeah, you've got Google.
You know, Amazon?
Google Music,
yeah,
you have Amazon Music.
Yeah, YouTube Music.
I mean,
Apple.
It's insane. It is insane. So I think Bad Bunny sucks, needs to keep his music in his country. He's an American. It's Puerto Rico.
For those of you that don't know, Puerto Rico is considered a United States protected territory. So they actually have non-voting members in Congress.
Yeah.
So he's American.
Yep. So, if it makes people uncomfortable, it is what it is. So he's an interesting character. It is, he came out, he did his thing, whatever. Watched some of that. I watched some of the other one. That was okay too. And we move on. We don't need to make everything political. Well, we do because we live in a time where it's just easy to fight over stuff that doesn't matter. Not the debt. We don't fight over the debt. We don't care. That's not fun.
Green Day is much more anti-Trump than Bad Bunny is.
Yeah.
But nobody bitched about him because they're three white guys.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. They like Green Day. And I was telling Belle, I want my punk rockers to be full of hate and anger for whoever's running the country, because that's part of being the punk rockers. Now, the weird thing is they're all in their like 40s and 50s, which is also kind of weird, because normally I want my punk rockers kind of like the Sex Pistols.
20s, early 20s.
You know?
Shooting up heroin and murdering their girlfriends.
You know, Johnny Rotten and the likes. Some of them didn't go on, as we all know. But it was what it was. Like it, hate it. Again, it wasn't for us. See, that's the thing. Everybody's trying to make this, well, it's about, it wasn't. The audience is different. It wasn't for you and I. It was for a younger audience, which is what they're always trying to get. Younger. You know why? We don't care anymore. We're not in their demo. We're not. You and I aren't in their demo. Belle's not in their demo. Jay's not in their demo. Ken's not in their demo. Ken loves, he was listening the other day. I saw him on his TikTok, listening to Megadeth. Right? That's that demo. There's our demo right there. Our band. I joke about like we do One Hit Wonder Wednesdays. All the songs that we knew growing up, except for Belle, who picks just crazy ass weird songs.
Maybe I was growing up listening to a more diverse line of music than you were.
Maybe you were. Maybe you weren't. I don't know. Maybe you listen to weird music. But see, here's a break. Did you see what he said? Did you see the music he sang? Let me ask you this. Belle, did we do One Hit Wonder? Who was the one? David Geddes?
David Geddes, yeah.
David Geddes. What was that about?
It was about a young couple, teenagers, that were seeing each other. The girl's father didn't like it. He was going to kill the guy, and he went over to their house, to the girl's house, and in the middle of the argument, he goes to shoot him, and she jumps in front of the bullet, and he kills his own daughter.
Yeah. Among other things. You also had, what was the other one where the guy was in love with his daughter?
What?
Wasn't that? Yeah, these are the weird stuff that he comes up with. Let me tell you about this. It's all weird. It's all Lola. It's all like, he finds weird, crazy songs. All of these songs are full of crazy things back in the day. How many songs do we sing? She was only 15, you know?
Yeah. Well, I also remember the Kinks, Lola was about a transvestite.
Yeah. Oh, no, was it? But Chad, he wears women's clothing. So what? Have you ever seen I Want to Break Free? Go see that video.
They all four wear women's clothing.
Bowie was women's clothing all the time. I bet a lot of you like Bowie.
Bowie influenced women's clothing's fashions and how they actually went to market.
So let's just hold our outrage over this, okay? I thought both of them were fine. I was actually surprised at how good the Turning Point one was. They all sounded pretty good, except for the Bomb to the Bomb didn't come off very well because he was lip syncing.
You know, I didn't watch either one. You know why?
Why?
Because I don't have to.
Yeah. Well, that's the other side of it. Oh, and the other thing is, too, I'm going to tell you guys this little story. I tell Belle Friday, hey, Belle, we're going to have a little party. Why don't you guys come on over and hang out? Oh, yeah, that'd be great. I'm sure you won't text me. Text him. Belle, game kicks off at like 5:45. Why don't you cruise over at like 4:30, whatever. Yeah, that'd be great. We're out buying food, all kinds of snacks, because Belle's coming. We're in line. I turn to my wife. I go, I have a feeling he's totally going to bail. And he did. So there you go. So now I have to go home and have chicken wings again tonight.
Because I bailed. Why?
Why did you bail?
Because I wasn't feeling good.
Oh, is that the excuse you're giving us?
Very nauseous.
Very nauseous. Very nauseous. Nauseous Belle. That's his new name. All right, coming up. We got a lot of fun stuff still to talk to, some wacky stuff. What were the numbers yesterday? How many people are out of work today? That number is massive. We'll talk a bit about that.
No, it's just one.
Well, just one here.
Oh,
but downstairs, there's a few missing as well.
Whoops.
And the one today, right? Mason wasn't here either. I wonder where you are. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. The measles are back.
I saw a list of how big this epidemic's become. It's almost 0.7 of the country.
Yeah. But it was zero. It used to be considered eradicated. It's no longer considered eradicated here in the U.S. We're doing well. Plague enthusiasts everywhere. Rejoice.
We're about due for a new pandemic.
The measles?
Why not? It'd be more fun than the COVID was.
Yeah, that's true. My My kids have their measles shots. Oh, why? Because isn't it weird? Before COVID, it was the crunchy granola moms, right, that were out there. It's like, oh, my God, if you take it, your kid's going to get autism. We don't do it because we're very creamy and granola, right?
You consider or Donnie Wahlberg's wife to be crunchy granola?
Well, yeah, she was the one, right? She was the one that was leading the charge for the autism thing.
What was her damn name? I can never remember.
Boobs McGee?
Something like that.
What's her name? Now I need to know. Come on, people. Come on the text line. Who is Mark Wahlberg's wife? We forgot.
Donnie Wahlberg.
Donnie Wahlberg. What is it? God, what's her name? Now I need to know.
Jenny McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy. That's right. Yeah, because it was the crunchy granolas were out there. But she was, it was the lefties that were always about, well, we're not going to do this anymore because we don't know what's in it. And kids are all getting autism. And you're like, okay, whatever. I'm like, I'm not a Blake enthusiast.
Remember how the left was like, I'm not taking any drug that's developed under Trump.
Yeah.
And then the COVID vaccine comes out and it's like, you better take this or you're going to get fired.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what happened to them? Trump made it, I'm not taking it.
Because it's all performative. I always said this about the shot. The problem was they called it a vaccine. If you would have said, look, it's like a flu shot, right? You may have to get it, every couple of years. That's all it is. This thing will change, just like the flu. Eventually, we're going to build up such an immunity to it that it's going to be fine, and we're all going to move on with ourselves. That's what they should have said, but they didn't.
Well, and on top of that, they knew precisely the demographics that were most at risk, and they just ignored that information like it was unimportant.
Because it hurts somebody's feelings. It does. You come out and you say, hey, people that are really big, people that smoke and drink and are unhealthy, people that are old, people with compromised immune systems, you guys are at risk. Everybody else, there is a very small percent that it's going to affect, and it's horrible. But for the rest of us, we can build up our herd immunity.
If you were young and healthy, you could get it and sometimes not even notice.
Yeah. I got it the first time, and I was sick for 2 days. And so this is how I take my son home to San Diego. Now, I've been telling so I have a buddy that's actually in Wuhan that has has several distribution things in Wuhan. He's there. He and I would talk, and he said, dude, and this is like November, December. He's like, there's nobody out. So what? And he would send me pictures. He's like, this place is as big as Chicago. There's nobody on the streets. I'm like, weird. Right? And you're like, And he says, something's happening here. Something's happening. Then they told him he had to leave. So he left. And I kept telling everybody on my local show, something's coming, something's coming. You guys don't believe me. Something's coming. You guys don't believe me. And then when it showed up, that there, like it was here, I went to San Diego, took my son home to San Diego, and we went to a Chinese New Year festival. And both of us were sick for like 2 or 3 days because several people had just flown in, and we're like, it's no big deal. And I was sick for a couple of days, and that was it, But I will tell you, for a day and a half, I slept.
Remember, it definitely did not come from a lab.
No, it didn't. You can't say, come on. Somebody ate a pangolin or a penguin or starfish or whatever they got you. Fox, monkey, dog. Not a fox, monkey. Man, bear, pig.
Man, bear, pig.
Somebody ate man, bear, pig. Oh, all right. Coming up, we got Jay's news in for Ken today. Ken's a quitter for the day. He's got some interesting stuff about that old Epstein stuff. And now they get to look at the unredacted portion of the program, all these folks, and we'll see what they say about that. We'll talk about that, a bunch of other stuff. Got a lot of text messages as well. Chad Benson, Super Top 997. All right, guys, talk to my friends over at Bulwark Capital Management. I'll talk to you about giving you something that is awesome. It is called a Know Your Risk Portfolio Review. They'll walk you through your portfolio, see what's going on there. Are you being charged too much? Are you having extra fees taken out? And they give you a breakdown of where you are. And we'll talk to you about, hey, how they can protect you, what it is they do that's so much different than so many other people out there who just throw your 401k, your retirement into something, your investments, and hey, what's in a few things and away they go. They look at things on a global nature. That's what I love about Bulwark. So this is what I want you to do. Sign up today. It's absolutely free. It's called a Know Your Risk Portfolio Review. You can go to knowyourriskpodcast.com. That's KNOWriskpodcast.com to sign up for Bulwark Capital Management's Know Your Risk Portfolio Review. Investment advisory service offered through Trick Financial LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Investments involve risk, not a guarantee. Past performance, not guarantee future results. Trick 26351. Bow! Yeah. Sports of the program is brought to you by NCA National Certified Alarms. No long-term contracts. License number 645. Speaking of stuff, we're going to be curling this week. You heard Chris there earlier. So come on out. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be doing our show out at T-Line. But also, this month, State of the Union. Look at that. So that's us, Super Talk 99.7. State of the Union. We're going to watch President Trump's State of the Union address Tuesday, February 24th at Legend Steakhouse in Smyrna. Come break bread with us. We're going to have all kinds of fun. Matt, right, broadcasting live. We're going to be there. I'm going to be there. Chris Hand's going to be there. Right, we're all going to be there. And friends, leading up to the address for the nation of the United States Capitol. Only 100 tickets. Okay, so only 100 tickets available. So if you want to come out and shout at me, now is your chance to do it. Okay, this includes 9-ounce Legend sirloin, 2-side salad bar, strawberry cake, non-alcoholic beverage or choice of, and tax gratuity, all for $100. Get yours now. If you got any questions, go to 997WTN.com. Stake of the Union, man. I'm going to be out there.
Those are usually pretty fun.
They are. So you can come yell at me if you wanted to. And then we're going to say, oh, my God, we get along. That's really weird. We believe in, like, almost a lot of the same things, yeah.
And we both like steak.
We both like steak. There's nothing wrong with that. We both like meat. Eat meat. So feel free to cruise on out. It's a good thing. Come out and come see us at T-Line. So I just saw that tomorrow in the mixed, in curling, we take on Sweden in the semifinals. What? We're going to be bringing on the gold. In curling. So that big curling rock, you know, the big rock they throw?
Yeah.
One place on Earth.
Yeah, I watched a video about
in Scotland, just off the coast of Scotland.
Yeah, it's just a little island.
Yeah, there's nothing else there but sheep.
That's the only place to get the rock that they use.
The granite, they use special Scottish granite to hoobly-doobly. I don't know if that's what it's called. Matt and I are going to be fun. I'm interested to see. Ken's a little fellow, so Ken might do all right.
You know what a stone cost each?
How much?
$600.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And they're the only ones who can do it.
But they need 16 for a team.
Oh, damn. That's
so
crazy.
Imagine that investment.
That is, yeah. They're heavy, right? What did we say last week? They're like 20 to 40 pounds, something like that, 22 to like 40 pounds?
Something like that, yeah.
And so I have no idea the rules. I just like when they shout, rah, rah, left, right. I don't know, that way.
I mean, not only is there only one place to get that granite, there's only one company that makes them.
That's what we would call a monopoly if a lot of people purchase those things, but there's probably not a lot of purchasing going on here.
I mean, you're not buying them for anything else.
No, I mean, you're not. I mean, it's not like...
It's like, you may get a basketball because you got a hoop at home and you want to play in the driveway with your kids or something, but nobody's doing that with a curling stone.
No, nobody is doing that with a curling stone. So this will be fun, though, to watch and to get down and to do the little I'm excited. So come on out. And they have the little bowling.
$100 says you break a hip.
No. I'm going to be fine with the sweeping. I'll do the first couple times when you go and you let it go. I think I'll be okay, and I'm going to throw it way too hard. So be prepared. But then I'm going to be like, look, I can't get up anymore. So you guys are going to have somebody else do this for us. So if you guys come out, we're going to pick teams. I think Matt and I are going to try to team it up against each other. And we'll see how this goes. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. So head on out and check us out. T-Line, that is Thursday. We'll be out there hanging out. A lot of you chiming in on all kinds of stuff on the big old text line. The Bad Bunny thing is funny. The hatred of Bad Bunny. But the other stuff about Green Day. Yeah, Green Day is way more anti-Trump. And then people like Chad, if you're punk rock, yeah, I didn't say the Butthole Surfers, even though they're hilarious. They were okay. I was a bigger fan of the Dead Kennedys.
Oh, Jello is just
Jello Biafra
genius.
is awesome. Jello Biafra. There's a Holiday in Cambodia is one of the great songs.
And Too Drunk to something I can't say.
Too Drunk to is what they're. I love the Vandals, another great punk band. That guy was my substitute teacher when I was a kid, the drummer for the Vandals.
Really?
Yeah. Drummer for the Vandals was my substitute teacher. And one of the surfers thought, dude, are you in ABBA? Oh, I love stupid people. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'm watching the Olympics. Why is everybody saying they're the woke Olympics now? I have not paid attention to. Is it because people are protesting the fact that we have ice over there? Why do we have ice over there? Why? Is it because they boo every time that J.D. Vance comes on? They boo him? I don't know. He's there. You know what I watched? So we remember Friday we were talking about it. So they did the opening ceremonies in two places. And the one place where you'd see only one flag and one person, it's because that right there is where that person may be the only skier for them. So everybody else was at the San Siro, and there's like, all right, we're going to have one person at this place. So, and it was, it's interesting. I guarantee none of your listeners give two about the Olympics. I think you'd be surprised. Everybody always says that, right? Just like the halftime show. Then 150 million people watching. You're like, well, I guess that wasn't really true.
And when you say none, you're kind of putting yourself in a losing situation because that's not going to be correct no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like, none. Not one person. Several of you have said, I'm watching the ice skating. I watched the Quad God. He helped us win the, I didn't even know we had a team, like, skating event. And they call him the Quad God because he's the only guy that can do 4 spins. And then he does a flip, which is awesome.
And what was the girl's name that won the medal in skiing?
Breezy Johnson. Breezy. Lindsay was the one who crashed.
Did she win a gold?
She won a gold, yeah.
Gold, okay.
So the gold count here, I don't know. Last I checked, we were at 2. Gold count. Let's take a look here. The gold count is for us. I think we have 2 so far. Long way to go. And remember, golds count for the most. So, and Italy's doing really well. Italy's got 9 total. We have 2. We just have 2 gold medals. That's it. Italy's got but our big stuff is coming later. So we'll see how that goes. Our big stuff is going to be coming later on in the next several days. But you know what? We do well in the Summer Olympics. And I'm always curious, too, to see what the effect is of having home field, home ice advantage. Because you notice that many of these countries suck everywhere else, but when they have it at their home, they get a ton of medals.
Which is probably why Italy's doing so well.
Probably. And they do a lot of skiing, which I didn't realize. I know they do a lot of skiing, but there's a lot of other stuff I didn't realize that they do.
They all love the mob.
Yeah. Korea's got 2 medals. Bulgaria's got a medal.
Does Estonia?
Estonia does not have a medal.
Oh,
no.
Now I'm sad.
China's got 2. China's got 2 because that's China. That's what they do. They get medals. The Epstein stuff, I saw, what's his name? Raskin. He's such a clown. He is such a clown. Let's see what he had to say here. Jamie Raskin, the clown, talking about he saw the unredacted.
What did you see specific to President Trump or President Clinton, and were there specific redactions to them?
Well, I just gave an example of one redaction related to President Trump. I did not see any redactions related to President Clinton.
There you go. So no redactions to Clinton, which they're coming in to speak anyways.
Well, it's kind of been intimated that if you say anything about Bill, Hillary's going to get her little army up and you'll disappear.
I think Hillary's running. When do you think they turn on her?
Oh, I think they already have. They're just doing a really good job of keeping it out of the news.
No, the army turns on her. It always happens that way, right? Like the coup comes. Eventually they have enough of killing regular people who did nothing.
Hillary?
Yeah. the joke about Hillary is, if you mess with the Clintons, next thing you know, you leave a suicide note and you shoot yourself 9 times.
I think she probably has her private security force for that.
I would assume so. And I want to see, she wants to do that live and in front of the cameras, the whole testifying, and they don't want her to because she wants to take everybody down she can. She would unleash everything she could about everything. Her whole thing is, if I'm going down, we're all going. I'm going to burn the bridges. I'm going to sink the boats, right? I am going to light the villages on fire.
I will steer the Titanic into the iceberg.
Into it, right? We're all going down. And my thought is, okay, I'm here for it. Let's do it, right? Let's do it. Would you not want to see that? I would. And people ask me, what if Trump's on there? Well, then he's on there. So what? Then he has to go. It's that simple. And by that, I mean,
we're going to give him
real.
a pass for if he was in there, which I don't know if he is or not in terms of anything, heinous. But if he was in the Epstein files and was implicated in pedophilia, don't tell me you're going to defend that because I'm going to be offended by that.
Yeah, I would absolutely be offended. He must go, just like everybody else who's on there.
But we don't know.
We don't know
fully
any of that
yet
stuff.
Who is?
Because they hide it. The only person we know who's done anything wrong is Lord Pretend. It used to be Prince Andrew, then he was Lord Mountain Bottom. Now he just sucks, right? And now they're looking at him. I think he gave away trade secrets. So they're thinking about bringing him over here to potentially, they want to grill him. And now they're worried. Now they're thinking he gave away trade secrets when he was the trade attaché for Great Britain. And he gave them to Epstein. So now what? Well, why is he the only one? And Keir Starmer's probably going to be out by the end of the week because of his ridiculousness in pointing that idiot to be the U.S. ambassador here from Great Britain, who already had tons of dealings with Epstein. And then when this stuff came out, he had so many more and he had lied about. So, yeah, why is it only them? You don't think there's others? Yes. Let's find them. Want them out there. They should have justice. These people should have justice. And if you don't want justice because you feel it may hurt your side, they all deserve to burn for what they did. Okay? They all do. I think everybody can agrees with pedos need to pay the price.
Feet first into the wood chipper.
Feet first. Yeah, we want to watch the wood chipper eat you like lions used to. All right, coming up, I saw Matt. He's wandering around here. And Jackson. Talk to them. What's coming up next? That's what's coming up next. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. He made it in. He's playing injured while everybody else. 26.2 million people today supposedly called out with the Super Bowl flu.
Hey, we've got our own. We contributed to that amount,
Ken,
right?
Ken.
He got the Super Bowl flu.
Yep. Texted me this morning. Oh, guys, I didn't get any sleep yesterday. I'm tired. I don't think.
Wait, he texted. He didn't text me.
He knew I'd tell you.
Huh?
It's like let everybody know.
Oh, I see how that goes.
I said, yeah, okay, whatever.
I see how that goes.
So, but you had the before Super Bowl flu.
Yeah,
that wasn't.
I had the pre-Super Bowl flu. Only a couple of listeners accused me of having the Tunica flu because they know I'll go over there from time to time. I'll take Fridays off and go over there. But that was not the case. It was just down in the back, baby, down in the back. Getting old as hell, but it beats Plan B.
So,
were you unpacking and?
Oh yeah, books. It's all books, man. It just finally got to me and pop and.
Let me ask you a question. How are you going to curl with your injured back?
Oh, I'm going to curl. Well, Lindsey Vonn did it, and she's doing fine.
Except for the part where her leg broke.
I mean, no, she's doing – it's my understanding that her ACL, she popped that, and she's in the Olympics. I mean, I didn't watch this weekend, but it's my understanding she's in the Olympics.
Well, you know what? ACL or not, you shouldn't run into those things with your pole.
Well, Jackson and I might have this debate on the show today because we were talking about this before the show because he was defending her, and I was like, well, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should, if you're 41 years old – you should kind of define for yourself whether or not this is a good idea after the ACL thing. And he goes, oh, well, that had nothing to do with it. And I understand it was separate legs, but you cannot tell me that wearing that brace and the manner in which that brace has to contain your leg doesn't affect how you ski.
Well, I think the downhill is called the ribbon of death. That's what they call it, this thing. And you have to, like Breezy Johnson did, you have to basically ski out of control. And she did the day before. She did really well.
Yeah.
She tried to ski out of control early, and she hit the thing, and then she went down. But 41, this is your last Olympics. Of course you're going to ski. You're going to go for it.
I mean, I suppose. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but
no.
I mean, 41 is ancient for a skier anyway, right? I would think. She retired for like 6 years?
6 years she was retired, and she came back because I think she wanted to prove to herself, and she won some downhills and stuff like that. And,
good for her. I mean, God love her. I hope there's no permanent damage.
I think everybody was hoping for that Carrie Strug moment, where like, here she comes, the busted ACL.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
that moment, by the way, still gives me goosebumps. I still tear up.
Yeah. A lot of people.
I mean, it's just insane that she willed herself, Carrie Strug willed herself to do that last vault.
I watched.
Knowing the pain that she was going to go through.
The freestyle snowboarders.
Yeah.
The guy who won, I guess, he didn't qualify and wasn't supposed to. And he showed up and he was just standing there like, we need another guy from our country. You didn't even qualify. He's like, no, I can't even. And they threw him in it and he won the whole thing. He was just doing tricks like out of nowhere because. They needed somebody, and the guy that was the favorite got hurt.
Sounds like the chick that did the freestyle breakdance in Australia. Remember her?
Rachel Reagan. Nah, nah, nah.
Have you seen the movie? I think it's called Eddie the Eagle.
Oh, yeah.
Great film.
Yeah.
Great film. Fabulous film. Based on a true story.
Eddie
absolutely fabulous film. I would recommend it. So,
Eddie is great. For those of you guys who don't know, Eddie's dream was to always be in the Olympics, and he decided he was going to be a ski jumper because he couldn't do anything else.
Right.
And ski jumping, basically, they thought he was going to die.
Well, and wasn't it that there was like nobody qualified from Britain in ski jumping?
Really. Yeah.
Nobody tried it. And so he was like, well, wait a minute. If I just have an ability to get down the jump,
I can go to the Olympics.
And all I want to do is go to the Olympics. And he did it.
Yeah. And I was in England, and everybody in the world got behind it. He became the biggest story because it was a nerd who wore glasses. Mm-hmm. That was a hello, everybody. It was like one of those guys, and he
really had no athletic ability, right?
No, zero. He tried to do everything. He was a dork. Like, he had no athletic ability whatsoever. But he wanted to be in the Olympics so bad that at first they thought he was going to die. They didn't even want to let him do it because they're like, he's going to die in front of the world. But he did it, and he kind of just flew. Everybody else is flying hundreds of meters. He's like, pew! Yeah. He just kind of went over. Do it, though. And he inspired the world. What are you talking about today?
I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll preview the Super Bowl. That's coming up, right? The Super Bowl?
Super Bowl
is coming up because I was out of it this weekend. I'm so glad that I got the off week.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about the Super Bowl coming up. See what you guys think about that. Maybe, a little postmortem on NES. We get Cameron Sexton to do that. He's not letting this thing lie. And some Save Act stuff and maybe a little Super Bowl stuff. I watched absolutely zero of the halftime show, so there you go.
You wouldn't even
any of them.
Yeah, because he was just on the ground. That's it. They finally picked him up this morning and said, you got to get to work.
Yeah, and I did.
Matt straight ahead. My curling foe on Thursday. It's going to be dangerous.
I'm injured.
Big time.
But I'm dangerous when
We're
I'm
all injured.
I'm dangerous.
As you get older,
That's right.
you're all injured. Chad Benson Show.